Okay, this video is to help you get going with translations, graphing the image, and if you want to, you can try some translations, finding the coordinates. Okay, transformations include translations, reflections, rotations, and dilations, and we'll look at all four of them. Okay, and for all transformations, we always have an old shape and a new shape. Okay, the old shape is called the pre-image, and the new shape is called the image. Okay, we talk about mapping the pre-image to the image. So that little arrow just means that it's changing. It's mapping from one to the other. And we use these little hyphens or apostrophes that means prime. So if I'm starting with certain letters on my shape and then I transform it, I'm going to use prime symbols. So ABC changes to A prime, B prime, and C prime. Okay, just so you'll know what that is when it comes up. Okay, a translation slides an object. Okay, that's what we're doing in this lesson. A translation slides the object. Okay, and you will notice some things about these slides as you go, but you'll notice as you work with these, the new shape will have the same size and shape and face the same direction as the pre-image. You'll notice that going to the right adds to your x coordinate. Moving to the left will subtract from your x coordinate. You'll notice that going up so many spaces will add that number to the y coordinate, and that going down so many spaces will subtract that number from the y coordinate. Okay, let me show you. Here's an example of a slide, starting with a square, and then we slid it 6 to the right. Okay, now we're sliding it 1 to the right and 7 down. And then they're going to slide it 7 to the left and up 1. Okay, so just notice it's just taking the whole shape and sliding it. Now when you do these on IXL, you can't move the whole shape. So you're just going to slide one point at a time. And then it'll show you what the shape is. Okay, so here's an example. Graph the image of V, point V, negative 5, 8, after it's translated 3 to the right and 1 up. Okay, so all you do is kind of hover around the original point and use your mouse and go 3 to the right, 1 up, and then you click. And that's all you do. And you click submit. Okay, when you get to a higher level, you'll just be doing that to an entire shape. So like if I was going to do this one, if I was going to translate this 14 left and 16 down, I won't waste your time counting because it's time consuming to count real carefully. But I'll take point S and go 14 left, 16 down. And again, I don't know where it's going to be, but I would just click. I would take point T and go 14 left and 16 down and click wherever that would be and click. Okay, take point U, 14 left, 16 down. You can tell I'm not doing a good job, but I just wanted you to get the idea. You just slide all of your vertices, and then the whole shape will kind of work itself out. Okay, if you choose to, and you don't have to, you could try doing the next lesson over finding the coordinates of a shape after it's translated. Okay, so for example, they're giving you this triangle, and they're asking you if you translated it 7 to the right and 3 down, what would the new coordinates be? What would C prime, D prime, and E prime be? Okay, well 7 right is just going to add 7 to all 3 of these x coordinates. So I'm just going to take 2 plus 7 is 9. For point D, 2 plus 7 is 9. For point E, negative 6 plus 7 would be 1. Okay, then for the y coordinates, if I'm moving it 3 down, if I'm translating it 3 down, I'm going to subtract 3 from every y coordinate. So -1 take away 3 is -4. 8 minus 3 is 5. 0 minus 3 is -3. Let's see. I thought maybe they would let you kind of click on to find it visually first, but I guess not. Okay, I think the first lesson is more important, but if you want to, just kind of play around with the coordinates lesson as well. Okay, this is all just extra stuff that would be helpful, so just do what you can, and let me know if you have any questions at all.